I have this thing about purpose in life, and many people don't know, or they've forgotten, or they've buried their purpose, and it's from that purpose that in my view, comes the energy and enthusiasm to really live your life. And the two of you clearly are enthusiastic and energized when you speak of the topic of what you do with your life. Is this your purpose?
I was facilitating with Susan the other night, and the idea of purpose came up, and I think there's a lot of confusion around purpose and what purpose is. People want to kind of place a label on purpose, like what does that look like? Okay, so purpose is saving the whales, or the rainforests, or feeding the children, or whatever kind of crusade or issue someone wants to deal with. And for me, purpose it's more fundamental than that. Those things grow out of purpose. So the specifics, the content, the day-to-day decisions grow out of the purpose. But for me, purpose is like it doesn't, you can't label it. And the way I describe purpose is like a baby that's learning to stand and walk. It has no idea in its mind what it is to do that, why it's important. It's actually not even trying to do that, but there's something inside of that baby that knows that this is what they're there for. They're there to reach past what they currently have, what they currently hold, what they currently can do, and to move into what isn't realized yet. And so to me, that's what purpose is. Purpose is this deep kind of unexpressible place and desire to move into the next thing that's really possible for us. And then again, for each of us, depending on who we are and where we were born, and the space around us, and what the world is calling for in us, then the details of that come together. But the purpose itself is much more essential than that.
This is for me, this is so beautiful, because it's like, as a parent, and you watch your offspring, your child, move, and they move and they grow and they become sort of almost like equal, and then you watch them move past you. Like that's what I feel like. Wow, what is there to say? And it's so beautiful. It's like a beautiful kind of letting go, and I think that's the natural flow of life, where you watch what you've given birth to move forward and go past where you've gone, which is a kind of an expression almost of what he's talking about, like this purpose moving past me, and I get to kind of follow it. And so it's beautiful, and it's and I think the only thing I would add is this quality of meaning. I think purpose and meaning, like the meaning in life. Purpose has more of a forward movement, and meaning is kind of almost like the stuff that's underneath purpose. It's like why you would have a purpose. It's because you find meaning that then purpose moves from there. So on an even deeper level, this sense of meaning that you've touched inside as a human being, like that there is meaning. It's like there is value, and so that purpose springs from that quality of knowing meaning. And it's not the meaning of something in particular. Again, like purpose, as we go in, things are more impersonal and less formulated. They have less solid form. So that quality of meaning is just like a feeling of value, like the value in life inside of you. So then, and that's springing into life as purpose.
And it's the satisfaction of that value, or the reaching of that value, that perhaps creates the satisfaction that we all seek. Yeah?
Yes, and what that brings up something for me in that satisfaction, in a way, as beautiful and wonderful it is, and as much as I and we promote that satisfaction, always knowing that the satisfaction is more like a fruit. So what happened in our world is people go for the satisfaction, like I won. It's like we go for the apple, and then we forget to nourish the root of the tree. So we misunderstand what the satisfaction is. The satisfaction is the outcome. It's the fruit. It's what happens when you're deeply nourishing where it comes from. And then you don't have to misunderstand that we're offering satisfaction as if someone doesn't have to do anything except figure out a way to get that satisfaction. No, that's not it. This is way more intensive in a way.
And long lasting.
And long and everlasting.
Right.
Because we all have that in us. Every single one of us. As awful as someone can act, they still have that in them. So going into life, like, it's there, it's in everyone. So now, how do we connect with what someone really knows deeply inside?
This question might be kind of a really a Western U.S. kind of a question, but Harry Truman once said that he was asked really what he wanted inscribed on his tombstone, and he told a story about how in Flagstaff, Arizona, he had been in a cemetery and he saw a tombstone that simply read, "He did his damnedest," and he said for him that would be what he would want to say, because whatever he did, he did everything he possibly could to do it well and to make something of it. Well, I mean, what might you say you would want either on your tombstone or people to say to you after you're gone?